Hello everyone, greeting from Amsterdam. Welcome to Rise. I'm thrilled to be here with you today. Thank you for joining us. It's good to spending time together, although virtual, and I hope you are all keeping well and safe. So my name is Damien Perriat. I joined Ingenico Worldline last April, and I'm leading our digital commerce division. So today, what I would like to do in the next 15 minutes or so is one, to step back on some of the trends that we are seeing impacting, shaping our industry of digital commerce and digital payment. Two, building on Vincent's presentation to give you another view of our newly formed digital commerce division within Worldline. And three, to share with you some key areas of focus in terms of our strategic priorities to continue serving you the best possible way and to continue creating differentiated payment value proposition. But to start with, this is a picture of Times Square in New York. Empty, as you see. No one thought we'd have started this new decade this way. And a lot can be said about this very particular year of 2020, this turbulent year of 2020. I would just like to pause on one thing. When we are seeing the streets getting empty in our cities, we have been seeing in the meantime a massive acceleration of adoption of digital technology. And I guess it's fair to say that in just a matter of few weeks, a big part of the world has crossed the chasm from early to mass adoption on some of the underlying trend of digital adoption. We knew that shopping was moving from offline to online. We knew that payment were becoming more cashless and more digital. But indeed, we have been seeing a massive digital leap forward, and fair to say that there is no turning back. And actually, if we step back on the different key trends that we see impacting, shaping digital commerce, digital payment, that would be the first one and potentially the most significant one, this digital leap forward. It's important to remember ourselves that just a year ago, a couple of years ago, the starting point was very different. 80% or so of the world commerce was still happening in the offline world. 80% or so of the payment transactions were still made in cash. And let's not forget that it took roughly 20 years to e-commerce to reach 20% penetration of consumer spending across the world. But indeed, in just few weeks, we have been seeing a massive acceleration driven by this pandemic, driven by this new normal of low touch, home-based, and obviously with many different impact on the consumer behavior. And that would be my second trend. I guess we can call that a K-shaped consumer behavior, with many of those behavior being turned upside down, with industries, verticals benefiting from this new normal, and other, being much more impacted, obviously. International travel being put to a halt, consumers having to cut their spending on non-essential, on luxury items, and also, this pandemic reminding us that there is some inequality in terms of internet access, broadband access, in terms of readiness of the digitization of some of our industries. The third very important trend is around, this notion of global and local. Because despite the pandemic, despite the travel restriction, e-commerce has remained very much cross-border. People continued shopping from different countries across the world, buying product and services. A good reminder that e-commerce has been always very much international, very much cross-border, is going to remain to do so. At the same time, payments have been and remain extremely local, with great differences in terms of consumer preference being bank, card, debit, prepaid, credit. And even more true in what we call high-growth market, the Brazil, Russia, India, and other geographies where local consumer preferences are very much geared toward local payment solution, being local card scheme, local wallets, local means of credits, for instance. The fourth trend that is also very much impacting our industry is all the new framework, the new regulation. You are very familiar with acronyms such as GDPR, PSD2. There might be more coming. And we see many new countries adopting regulatory framework to give a regulatory framework to the payment or the fintech industry. Some of those regulatory framework also creating new level playing field to foster competition and innovation. A very good example of that is open banking, for instance, with a good momentum in Europe around third-party access to accounts, third-party payment initiation. We have been seeing also a phenomenal adoption of open banking schemes such as UPI in India, and we are looking with a lot of attention to the rollout of PIX, for instance, in Brazil. So very interesting to see those different trends shaping up our industry. So in this very crowded, in this very fast-moving landscape, so as you heard from Vincent, we are deciding, to create a new world-class payment services by bringing together Ingenico and Worldline. And we believe that we have a unique position in this industry with a unique set of assets, a unique set of market coverage, and also we really want to be a partner of choice, a good partner in this ecosystem. And this is why we decided to create this dedicated digital commerce division dedicated to serving global e-commerce merchants. And again, I'm going to tell you more about it, but we believe we have a unique set of value proposition and market coverage to offer you. So it's important to note that our digital commerce division is built on multiple assets and platforms that both Ingenico and Worldline have either built or acquired during the last few years. For instance, one that many of you might be very familiar with, Global Collect, which is going to remain our preferred go-to-market platform, a global platform that we are going to continue enhance and expand with new capabilities, and also some very strong regional footprint and assets, such as our entity in India through the acquisition of a company called Tech Process that we acquired a couple of years ago, giving us a very strong market footprint with a domestic market in India where we already serve many of the leading e-commerce brands. And on top of those domestic capabilities, what we are building is building cross-border capabilities to enable Indian merchants to sell and scale abroad, and also global international merchants to tap in the high growth potential of India. We do something similar in Brazil, where Worldline has been operating with a platform acquired through Digital River for multiple years. Again, offering a unique value proposition of cross-border remittances, enabling large players to sell and to do business in Brazil without the need of a local entity. And this being a very strong addition to an existing footprint that we had on the Ingenico side in Argentina and Latin America. And on top of all those platforms, we can also count on a payment orchestration layer that we have in Sweden with a team dedicated to that we can operate and orchestrate across all the different platforms that we have. So in total, it's a bit more than 1,000 people dedicated to this digital commerce division, dedicated to serving you and your needs. So what makes us different from other players? What makes us different in this very busy payment landscape? We really want to be an end-to-end player, and we really see ourselves as a two-sided network, helping you connecting with your consumers wherever they are in the world, by giving you access to local means of payment, global means of payment, local means of payment. And here it's not just about adding new logos. It's really about helping you to crack some local market use cases. It's about helping you to tap in new corridors of commerce. The second thing is everything related to acquiring capabilities, being our in-house acquiring capabilities or the acquiring capabilities that we offer through our third-party acquiring partnership. And here we just want to give you choice and the best-in-class service. Ultimately, it's all about, to help you accept, process, collect payment wherever you want to do business in the world. We want to be your one-stop shop solution. And on top of that, it's all about value-added services. Everything that we can do before the transaction, during the transaction, after the transaction. We believe in data, we believe in technology, and here it's all about services that we can offer ourselves or through partnership. And these are examples of what we have been doing in the last months. You will hear more during the next session. You will hear after me a panel with our product leadership team. You will be able to spend time with some of our experts on fraud, on business intelligence, on open banking during breakout session. And finally, we'll be wrapping up the event with a very interesting panel with our representative from different markets to have a discussion in terms of, this high growth market potential and how you can tap in. A second element of differentiation is our decision to get organized based on you. We decided to get organized by vertical, not just our sales and marketing, but everything end to end, our technology, our product, our operation, our customer services, because we want to have the best of both, the best of having the depth of a vertical focus to really answer the uniqueness of your business model, of your needs, but also the breadth of our market coverage, thanks to our network of people across the world. And so this is the way we are getting organized to serve you, to serve the market. And finally, another important aspect of differentiation is how we want to play in our ecosystem. We want to be a fair player. We want to partner with our ecosystem. We don't want to compete with it. We want to continue partnering with payment providers, being PSPs, being issuers, being scheme, being payment method. Payment is very, very, very local, as I said before, and getting the reach and the relevance in every market is one of our key area of focus, and those partnerships are very important for us. Second thing is all the partnership around commerce platform. Most of you have been building, scaling your business by choosing a platform relevant to your vertical, being retail, being a marketplace, being travel. We want to have more native integration with those platforms. We want to have more at-scale partnership, and we want to continue supporting you there. And finally, again, everything related to value-added services. We are in a very, very fast-moving ecosystem with companies innovating to crack new use cases, going deep in finding solutions to some of your problems. We want to continue partnering with them to again offer the best of what you can get through a single platform. So this is the way we see ourselves. To wrap up, we are very excited about spending some time with you. We are very excited about what we can offer to you. We want to continue being a good partner, a partner of choice. Ultimately, it's all about succeeding together. As you heard from Vincent, for you to get the benefit of this new world-class payment service organization, to get the benefit of a fully dedicated organization division to global e-commerce, geared toward your vertical, geared toward your needs. Again, we believe we have like a very unique set of solutions to offer you, a unique set of market coverage. You will hear more about that in the next session. But again, I would like to thank you for spending some of your time today with us. I look forward to engaging with you in person in the next coming months, next year, hopefully. And again, I wish you a very good event. Thank you very much.